Hey collectors, Anthony from Hatchesnut here today, and we're taking a look at Masters of the Universe crossing over with Transformers, and in front of you see Bumblebee Armor Man-at-Arms, Heroic Autobot Weapons Master. So anybody who knows He-Man, is Duncan, Man-at-Arms, who is, I think, the Sergeant at Arms or something of He-Man's kingdom, in Eternia. And of course he's wearing armor that is reminiscent of Bumblebee. So let's take a quick look at the box, and it's a nice mishmash of Autobot, Transformer stuff, and Masters of the Universe box. And here's Duncan on the side in his normal armor, and then just kind of showing you off. The face mask goes on. You can combine the sword, and I'll show all that in a sec. And then of course here's Bumblebee, and in the box of course came the comic book. Which is by the Energon of Grayskull, and then of course the pieces you could take apart thing for you to mix and match with other figures. So before we do anything else, let's take a quick look at him, and of course there's Duncan's face squished into an armor. It looks like Bumblebee's head. You got the Autobot symbol, even his shield does. You got Bumblebee's gun. Continuing on, is this weird mishmash of green and yellow and like a forest green, and I don't know, some tan maybe. I don't know if you would call some of this tan. I don't know, just kind of gold. I don't know, because I mean, I'll use Bumblebee. Obviously, here's some black. The one thing I notice is like they give you the club, which is now in Bumblebee colors, but they don't give you a place to store it or any other weapon when you're dealing with the other two, because they give you 3-4 weapons, but they really should give you a place for storage, but they don't. And then of course he comes with this face mask that clips in. Now the thing is, I'm like, if I put this on, I have a feeling I'm never gonna get it back off, because once it clips in, that's probably it forever. But that's what it looks like. It's kind of cool. It looks like a Power Ranger mask. So let's take off his weapons here, and the first thing he has is the Bumblebee gun, which looks a lot like Bumblebee's gun. So, job done. And then, of course, the shield is a sword combination. I really like this. This is clever. This is actually something they did in the Masters of the Universe Masters of the Universe Ninja Turtles crossover, because I think my Raphael had a similar get-up. But, I mean, if it works, it works, And, of course, you can hold the sword. So it's like an Energon sword. That's pretty neat. He can hold the club. Of course he can. Okay, so we'll move these aside. He has pieces that come off. So like this gauntlet piece, I don't know, other than making him look a little Bumblebee-y, but it goes on to his arm in like a specific way because of the hexagon? No. Anyway, it's not octagon. So then you could, of course, take this piece off if you wanted to tear them apart. I don't. I think it's the only other piece. Yeah, it's the only other piece of clothing that's on there that you can. Oh, actually, you can probably take off the oversuit too. I am torn if I want to go that far. Let's see. Clip these. Clip these. Actually, you know what? It might help me show off his posing. So let's. Oh, that actually wasn't too bad. Usually they're just too damn strong. Oh, there we go. Take that off. Just a gauntlet or some type of armor. Put that back on, maybe. Oh, I guess it is on. Not on his flesh of a leg, but it's on. Put that back on. He's naked. Although, I kind of wish they would have, because right now he looks like Moss Man. I kind of wish they would have incorporated more of Duncan's actual brown into it. I think it would have looked better. Anyway, head is on a ball joint, up and down, left and right. You got all the movement. Arms, obviously, on a universal joint that is technically a ball joint in there, because you see how it's attached. And you got up and down, and then you got left and right. So, it looks like he only can do like one click, maybe. Yeah, it's just kind of just one. The wrist is left and right, or back and forth, and then a little bit of up and down. So you got that. The arms are exactly the same, so we don't need to go and do all that for the second arm. He has a waist. So one thing that Power He-Man Masters you know, the figures always have had good waists. Anyway, ball joint leg, and so kind of have to hold it to get it to go in. You have to push it up. So, you know, that's interesting. But anyway, yeah, it's fine. It's not the splits, but hey, you got a knee that bends about 90 degrees. And his foot, there's a upper, like, shin movement, and then his foot backwards and forwards. So that's pretty good. So let's redress him. And shift his leg back up there. And let's see how difficult this is. So the armor is pretty straightforward, kind of a thin plastic. Actually, I kind of like the ease of putting it back on compared to other things in these crossover lines. That is actually spectacular. I actually appreciate that. There we go. Hear that pop? I'm putting the arm back in. Here we go. Man, this is a lot easier than the normal figures to put back together, so I appreciate that a lot. Is his mask falling off? Oh, I can actually take it off. Cool. I'm not going to because I think he looks cooler with the battle mask on. Come on, get in there. Maybe. I don't know. Anyway. Boop. I forgot to put the arm thing back on. Where is that? This thing. The pauldron? Maybe we call it a pauldron. Go back on there. It's not quite pauldron-y. There we go. And then this, you just slide it over the thumb. And so you can match the hexagon, and there you go. He just slides in there. And then for the sword, you just slide it through here, snaps into place, and then put it in his hand, and it, there you go, clips in right here. And then again, you can put a weapon in the other hand. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Again, really wish there was a holster or something, because it'd be nice to be able to store all the weapons on him. Haven't read the comic book. We'll do it later. Please don't spoil it in the credits or in the comments. Other people might want to learn for themselves what the storyline is. But otherwise, yeah, decent. I actually like some of the tweaks they've made to make it a lot more easier to handle.
With that said, tell me in the comments your thoughts on this video. Did you like what you saw, and how was your experience with it? If you would like to see more, check out the on-screen recommendation. Do not forget to like this video and subscribe to this channel to keep up to date with our latest content. Thanks for watching.